In this video, we'll review the adult registration process and required trainings for Mass Youth Soccer. This video is intended for both new and returning participants. We hope by the end of this video, you'll have a full understanding of the requirements that need to be met to be in full compliance and to receive an adult credential, and also to know where to go to access the instructions and links to fulfill these requirements. A note before we begin. Particularly for our new adult participants, you will be asked to create accounts in a few different platforms: Sports Connect, the U.S. Soccer Learning Center, and/or the Center for Safe Sport. Please use the exact same legal first name, last name, and email address when creating all of these accounts. This will ensure that background checks are processed correctly and that automatic approval of required trainings between the different platforms will happen. If you're a returning participant, meaning you have volunteered with Mass Youth Soccer before, and perhaps you've used a shortened version of your name or a nickname, please email Corey@mayouthsoccer.org with both the incomplete name on your account and your full legal name as it appears on your government-issued ID. Once your account is updated, you'll be notified to proceed with your registration. The first step in your annual adult registration process is the actual registration. This process will register you for the soccer year beginning on July 1st each year and initiates any background checks that may be due that year. If this is your first time volunteering with Mass Youth Soccer, please register as a new user. The information that you submit on this registration form flows into your Sports Connect account. If you have volunteered with Mass Youth Soccer previously, please use the same login credentials you've used in the past so you don't create a duplicate account. It's important to note that you need to register every year when the registration portal opens on July 1st, and that registration has to begin through the big blue Register Now button you see here and can be found when you start with step number 1 on the adult registration webpage. If you don't know your Sports Connect username or password from the past, or suspect that you may have multiple accounts, please contact the Sports Connect support team to resolve these issues before you proceed with your annual adult registration. If you already have information in Sports Connect as a parent only, or as a player yourself, you'll likely need help from the Sports Connect team, so please reach out to them before getting started. Their contact info is at the bottom of this slide. As part of this registration process, you'll choose your local organization to affiliate with. When completing your annual adult registration, select your primary organization under the Program Additional Information area. If you participate with more than one organization, you can add up to 3, and if you participate with more than 3, please email us. If you don't select the programs that you participate with, you will not be properly linked to that organization, which means that their organization's risk manager will not be able to find you and print out your adult credential. The photo you upload to your Sports Connect account will be printed on your actual field credential to be worn around your neck when you enter the field with your team. It's important that this photo is only of you and that we can see your face clearly. The best photos are from the neck up against a light-colored wall and free of any hats, sunglasses, or other people. Please do not upload a photo of a government-issued ID into the photo area. Next, we'll talk about the required trainings. Safe Sport Abuse Prevention Training is required by federal law and is an annual requirement that must be completed prior to participating in any Mass Youth Soccer sanctioned events. Your Safe Sport training must be taken after January 1st of the year that the current soccer year takes place and prior to participation in that registration year. So for example, for the fall 2025, spring 2026 season, you need to take it sometime after January 1st, 2025. You can think of this training as a 4-year cycle. The first year, you'll take the initial core training, which takes approximately 90 minutes. Then years 2, 3, and 4 will be shorter refreshers, which are more like 30 minutes. When you reach year 5, you'll take the initial core training again. The Safe Sport training can be taken through the U.S. Soccer Learning Center, our preference, or directly through the Center for Safe Sport. You'll find more info on both of these options on our adult registration webpage. Remember, use the exact same legal first name, last name, and email address when creating your training accounts, and your certifications should automatically link over to your Sports Connect account. One quick tip regarding any training through the U.S. Soccer Learning Center. Jot down your 16-digit USSF ID number. This is your identification with the U.S. Soccer Learning Center. This will help us find your account if needed. Concussion awareness training is required by Mass Youth Soccer to be taken every 2 years. Your local organization may have only a 1-year policy, and it's your responsibility to check on this. This means that the concussion training must be taken after June 1st of the season ending 1 year prior. For example, for the soccer year fall 2025, spring 2026, you'd need to take it after June 1st, 2024, and before participating in the current registration year. Beginning July 1st, 2025, Mass Youth Soccer will only accept the U.S. Soccer Learning Center's Introduction to Safe and Healthy Playing Environments concussion training. You'll find more information on the concussion training on our adult registration website. If either of your training certificates is not already flowing automatically over to your Sports Connect account, and you're sure you use the same legal first name, last name, and email address, here's how you can give the systems a little push to connect. Log into your Sports Connect account and click the certificates area at the top. Towards the top of that area, you'll see 2 blue buttons to get Safe Sport updates or get Learning Center updates. Click on the button that applies to where you took your training. We realize that following the details of the Safe Sport abuse prevention and concussion trainings can be a lot of information. So we've created this document to help explain it a little better. This document shows you the options you have for taking the trainings, that both can be taken through the U.S. Soccer Learning Center, which should link directly to your Sports Connect account, and what to do if for some reason they do not. As part of your annual adult registration process, you're expected to complete an annual review of our required policies. You'll find links to all these policies on the adult registration webpage. Lastly, we have CORI verification. CORI verification is Massachusetts state law and is the process of verifying an adult's personal information that is used when processing their CORI check is accurate. This only needs to happen one time unless a legal name change occurs and is performed at the local level by your club or organization's risk manager. It can be done in person, via teleconference, or you can send in a notarized form. It's important to note that CORI verification is different than having your CORI processed by the state. For the one-time CORI verification, you'll complete your registration process, then you'll log back in and print your CORI acknowledgement form. Your local risk manager will review your CORI acknowledgement form against your government-issued photo ID. Please do not upload your CORI acknowledgement form to your Sports Connect account, as your organization's risk manager has a special document that they need to upload into that spot within your account. Instructions, help guides, and links to complete the adult registration process can be found on our website by going under the Resources section and then clicking Adult Registration.